that you're gonna pay.
I'm not quantifiable.
Yeah, it's not quantifiable, but you're gonna pay for the experience, the fact that you're sitting there and enjoying their music, because they also put their thoughts behind their music and whatever. I forgot to mention that we even had a module for design principles. So you need to understand the colors, that if I'm sitting here with someone, apparently if I put red in a restaurant, it makes them feel uncomfortable. And you don't know that, but it's human psychology. And you just don't know it.
Welcome to another episode of TRP, the ad. Okay.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Rvest podcast, the podcast that is done by the youth for the youth. You can notice my voice today, né? Yeah, I can tell that I'm a youth. So today I'm actually hanging out with Lerato. Lerato kind of Maine.
Yes.
Yeah. And you won't believe it, né? Me and Lerato have been friends, but today is actually the first time we meet. And the first time we're meeting, we actually thought we'll share our image with the viewers. Yeah, you can introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm Lerato Maine, as you said, and I am a second-year student at the University of Pretoria, and I'm currently studying BCon Science in Hospitality Management, and that's about me, and I'm his friend. That's all.
Okay. Hospitality, right?
Yes.
What is it about?
So, hospitality, should I begin? It's very versatile. It's very wide, and it goes in all of directions. And I think the first thing that comes into your mind when we speak about hospitality is obviously restaurants, lodges, and just making it comfortable for everyone to enjoy, right? And in your terms, it's maximizing someone's utility. But then it's very wide. If you think about it, everything you will consume, whether it's an end-to-end restaurant, whether it's from a food retail, wherever you walk in, the service, the food, we basically do those things and execute them according to the hierarchy, obviously, in hospitality. There's certain things I can't do and someone else has to do, like everyone else in their jobs, right? I think everyone has their own hierarchy in their career path, but that's basically about it. It's an all-around about food, service, entertainment, and comfortability for people in all ways. And yeah, that's all about it.
Yeah, one can also add that it's also about sales, ne?
Yes, it
because
is.
It just sold me a degree, ne?
Yes.
I didn't know anything about it, but from hearing them, okay.
Oh yeah, you were like when we had like similar modules, yes, because then the hospitality management, like I said, what happens is that people have different hierarchies. There's schools that specialize in hospitality, and I think that's where they actually try to take out chefs. That's their those kids cook all the time in comparison to us. We have like a practical, and it's more science-based. Like we have to know the composition of milk itself and what happens if I expose it to light. It loses vitamin B2 basically, and then that's literally 10% about it, and the nutrition part. Then most of the part with my university, I think their end goal is for us to actually understand the management of it, because like I said, we have modules like statistics. You didn't think I'd have that. We have accounting, we have economics, we had project management and negotiation. So it's more of like management side. So if I were to walk into a hotel as a student from University of Pretoria, I wouldn't cater into the kitchen, I wouldn't cater in services, I wouldn't cater in the food services or entertainment. I'd directly go to the upper hierarchy in terms of, I might even sell the hotel myself, should I say, because then I wanted to become a hotelier at once, but then I noticed that it's a bit tricky. But then it happens in that way. So I need to understand the supply chain. Do you understand? I need to make sure the food, before it gets there, like I said, I need to taste it. I need to know that before it goes to the chefs, I need to know how it's supposed to taste, how it's supposed to look, because that's why I said it's an all-rounder. Before you walk into a hospitality industry, you need to go through everything. So then they give that to us while we're in university, where they say you need to get industry hours. So literally right now, I have to work as a waitress. I need to understand that, because you can't manage something if you don't know what's going on. It's like me walking to your place of work and I want to manage. Like, what do you know about that? Do you get what I'm saying? So you can't be a manager of some sorts if you don't understand how it works in waitering. You don't understand the flow itself. You don't understand the chef side of the kitchen. You don't understand the supply side of it. You don't understand the finances that go behind it. You don't understand the food. So what are you managing? So then I need to go that, even with hotels, because obviously everyone is going to go wherever they want to go. So now I had to even do, what do they call this, room service, guys. I have to now go and sit in front of the receptionist at night. I need to do stock take. Do you understand? Because then in that place, then I understand how people feel when they're there. I understand the pressure. I understand peak hours. You need to know how to manage that. Then from the back of house, from the top. So it depends on like how far you work and how big is the place that you're working at. But then imagine running a whole hotel, and usually during festive times, that's where people are working, and it's full. Now you don't understand that, but you want to manage that. Now you want to give out food, and you want to be the best hotel, let's say that. But what do you know about it if you've never been through it, if you don't understand the science behind it, if you don't understand the finance behind it, if you don't understand the luxury behind it, then what's the point?
But I actually... that's actually a very good perspective.
Yes.
But I'm seeing that it also gives one leadership qualities.
A lot. You need to understand. If you don't, you're going to sink.
Yeah, because you spoke about, I think, what a leader actually should do. Should understand, let's say, things you see, like, I would watch a lot of stories when they talk about taxi drivers. A lot of taxi owners actually were taxi drivers. So when they tell you that we want 500 per day, they actually know what they're talking about. When you come with that 300, they're like,
There's something like exactly.
So I think also with the management side of the food science, actually teaches you that, okay, if someone comes and say, no, your restaurant is bad or the food that you're creating is bad, you're like,
I know the quality.
Because I've met this different kind. Okay. So you mentioned an important fact. You said you deal with pricing and things like that. Do you also deal with like international trades in terms of food?
Yes. So what happens is that depending on where you will work again, because that's the thing about it. So let's say, for example, you're developing, that's what we do. That's what I'm going to do. You need to develop a menu. So with menu development, you need to understand the pricing. And like I said, even now, when you price something or if you cook a meal, you need to look at every single ingredient.
How do you price it?
So,
because actually, these meals that we get in restaurants, there's like a sauce, cabbage, you don't get like a young salad, like you don't understand. Then 500. I think this is a question for everyone.
I think they would understand that.
How do you go about that pricing?
Okay, so so again, I'm gonna go back to hierarchy. There's high-end restaurants, there's 3 stars, there's 2 stars, there's fast food restaurants now. So then the managers themselves, do you understand? You work together with executive chefs. Those are the biggest chefs and sous chefs. Those are the big boys of chefs in the kitchen. So then you discuss what you want, right? Then you go and find those suppliers physically and taste the food. So the better the quality, even if it's this small, the higher the price. But then what comes with that is that you need to basically have a food division and say, this is supposed in a month, supposed to at least feed 8 servings of people. Do you understand? So then from there, that's how you will divide it. You calculate it as a price itself. A whole is itself. Okay, excuse me, somebody. You will cut it out. No, it's fine. So then what happens is that when we usually calculate the price, we include everything. So if the meat had cost us, let's say, 200,000, let's say that, the highest, I mean, we have...
Okay.
Listen. The price per serving, when we include the ingredient, we don't cut it and say 1 person. So then that will make it cheaper. So then if I were to cut the meat and say maybe 900 grams times the serving and how much I purchased it, that's how we calculate it. So it's the price that you purchased it for times the ingredient itself that is required, let's say 90 grams per serving, then you times it with the price. Right? Then you will get it. Usually it's going to be in cents. Some of them is like going to be 1 rand, depending on how much you actually purchase.
Per person.
Yes.
Per plate.
Yeah, per plate. But then that's why I'm saying that it doesn't go with that much. I'm not going to cut 900 grams and say what. When I purchase it, I'm purchasing it in a quantity. Do you understand? So then I'm purchasing it with 1.2 kg and 1.2 kg per caviar. That's, you understand? Do you understand?
Let's make it mean.
You understand?
Let's make it mean. No.
Yeah.
Now let's go for a regular thing. sushi, tonton.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Price that for me.
Okay, with sushi, there's seaweed involved.
Okay.
There is that rice that's involved. In that rice, you need salt. You need, I think, if not vinegar, I'm not good at seafood yet. Let's say the oil itself,
Okay.
and then, but it's usually raw fish. Then it depends on whatever stuffing you're gonna have, right?
Okay.
Others they go with sashimi, with sushi, with salmon. Others carrots and whatever.
Oh, it's a
So
basic one,
yeah.
yeah.
So let's say the basic one. Let's say there's avocado and the
Okay.
sharp. So when I go to the store, when I go and purchase, I'm not gonna. That's how. Yeah. Now this is a good example. Good.
Yeah.
I am not gonna purchase one avocado, right? I'm gonna
Obviously.
purchase, let's say, 6. And then 6 maybe will cost me, let's say, 80 rand.
80
Right?
rand.
That's one. Now we
one.
write it down. Avocado, green avocado, fresh avocado.
Okay.
Nah? Green avocado, fresh avocado. And then we write medium size. So with the size as well. Then after that we say the price, quantity purchased, and then quantity required per serving. Do you understand?
Okay.
Let's say maybe in per serving, then it's maybe like 2 grams. It's literally just a slice. You don't need that much, right? Then rice. Now rice is probably the most expensive one due to the fact of the type of rice that needs to be done.
Sticky rice.
Yes. So you make sticky rice. You don't buy sticky rice. There's nothing like that. Rice is a grain itself. You make the process of the
Okay,
sticky
yeah,
rice.
yeah, yeah.
So then the ingredients that are gonna follow after that, we're also gonna write them down. Do you understand? So let's say oil. There's no such thing as oil, but let's just put oil. Oil, and then the seaweed, and then whatever. That costs maybe, let's say, per purchase, together as a bulk, that rice maybe costs 120 and so forth, right? So then after that, you see I'm not calculating it for you alone.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so it's okay. Now I get it.
So then after I do all of those conversions, that final thing that I get there, that's who everyone is going to pay. So then that's going to be a price per person.
Then, that's cost.
Yes.
Then there's
that's
markup.
Yes. Then that's the cost price. You're still gonna pay per person. Then according to our profit, then we'll say maybe we want to add 20% to that. Or maybe in the services we might not even add it directly to the food. Maybe it will be like in your drinks. You won't see that.
Drinks.
Yes. Have you noticed that cool drink, if you go to, it's like water.
Yeah.
Water restaurant is not 15 rand. It's probably gonna be 35 rand. So we added our profit in water so that you don't think the food is more expensive and you try to say, oh, no, I'm not going to buy this because it's too expensive. Yes. Now that's something I have also developed for myself.
Wow.
Yes. They're not going to put it directly there. That's how I work. That's how I noticed with the place that I had worked for. You understand? We know the basic, but obviously if you have a functioning restaurant, you need to add profit to that. So in what way are you going to maximize your profit?
Also, you use like things that, okay, they will come for the food.
Yeah.
But obviously they would want to buy the drink.
Yes, and that's why wouldn't you buy at least water or drinks? I mean, in economies, you're an economist. You don't.
Yeah, but
you understand?
I never. Wow.
Yes,
Smart.
I would not put it in there. There's things. Remember, even with us, we even include a service fee. A service fee is a tip. You need to know that after you pay this person, after you pay your food, you have a maximum of 10% or you go above, right? Now that's for them. But regardless, you're still paying for us to function. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yes.
that one.
But you won't see, because when you're eating and you're enjoying your meal, cold drinky at a normal can is like how much? 15 rand. Here you're paying 32 rand for a can that's probably gonna just float with ices that are even less than that. And
Is
then
it even real cold drink? Yeah?
it is real cold drink. It is. It's just that obviously it gets diluted. No, at restaurants, yes. I'm not sure about fast food.
McD's, it's not.
For me personally, because I have a good taste bud. It tastes like Pepsi.
The one in McD's.
Yes, it tastes like Pepsi. It's not.
So you actually.
Yo, they must not sue me. I'm sorry, I'm refraining
no.
from that. But according to my taste bud,
That's
it tastes like
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
So now you spoke about actually indirect financing.
Yes.
What other things? Is it advertising?
Restaurants don't really advertise themselves that much unless if it's franchises. Nah, by high-end restaurants they don't.
It's part of okay. So does in their markup to include things that like are not quantifiable, like things of value? That because maybe eating in Maine,
My place, yes, they do. You pay for a place as well. You understand? Once you walk into an high end, it's like I said, right? With restaurants, with franchises, you just eat and you just leave. You don't pay for the service or whatever. With then places like, let's say you're eating at a restaurant that's situated in a hotel. there is a price that you're gonna pay.
But
I'm
it's
not
not
just
quantifiable.
yeah, it's not quantifiable, but you're gonna pay for the experience, the fact that you're sitting there and enjoying their music, because they also put their thoughts behind their music and whatever. Like I forgot to mention that we even had a module for design principles. So you need to understand the colors, that if I'm sitting here with someone, apparently if I put red in a restaurant, it makes them feel uncomfortable. And you don't know that, but it's human psychology. And you just don't know it. It just makes it uncomfortable for people to enjoy. So try going for certain colors so that people can easily consume food or whatever. But it's the psychology behind it. But then let's not shy away from the question. So you do pay for the service, you pay for the experience. Do you understand? So the higher and the more posh the place and the name, you basically gonna pay for the name.
Okay.
In the food. Like certain foods, like I said, indirect financing, they can put it in kara, they call drinky kapa. They're gonna just put it in the food. Like after that, they're gonna say, okay, price per person, mark up by 50%, and then you'll pay. And when you also want to show people who I eat in luxury. I eat in
But why you want it? This I know you like kasi,
yeah, they did somebody jala kokasi, but do you understand? Sometimes you do crave to go and eat kokasi. Like recently, I even wanted to eat. Like I need food that doesn't have an establishment. Okay.
So what's the problem? The business takas. Like for instance, you go kokasi, you get like they sell like really quality South African food, but they never make it out. Like Bafelara, like you get. Let's say someone starts a restaurant, right? Then they actually take 2 or 3 years, and now they are established and they're making revenue 30 million.
Yeah.
But see, like Moto's been there for more than 10 years, but the revenue high is around 50,000. What do you think is their problem?
Okay. In that sense, I would like to assume it's the person. Because in the hospital, yeah, it's the person, nah.
Okay.
Because how far do you want to take this restaurant? Do you get what I'm saying? How far are you trying to get this place to function? Do you understand? Especially in South Africa. South Africa is a very gullible country, and people go for whatever everyone eats. The fact that you already have a perfect name, Kokasi is the perfect place to start anything, by the way. Do you understand? People there are very supportive and they're loyal, regardless.
Okay.
But they will go. Trust me, I do that as well. There's just certain people I will not allow to eat maybe ikota or rama chips from except her. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The problem is, how far are you trying to extend your business in all of that? Nah?
Okay.
I think then that's the thing that, probably not to offend anyone, I feel like then that's the thing that they were not taught. That you can actually expand your business and not just let it end kokas. You can probably open another container guy. Then you can actually then start collecting that money that you make and then open a restaurant somewhere. Right.
But you don't want to move out of cars.
Yes, you don't. You don't have to.
Because also you spoke about environment.
Yes.
In terms when you're eating.
Yes. So with them, like I said, it's the person. You never shift something. They always say when you enter into a place, don't try to rebuild and break down the structure to make yours, build on it. So he or she shouldn't remove where she's working. That one is the one that made you. I mean, that's the foundation of your business.
Okay.
You just keep on opening until you find the perfect place. But then it is difficult. Remember, there's a lot of things that go behind opening a restaurant in a mall. You need to understand the costs, the finances and whatever. And some of the people are not willing to take that risk. Do you understand? There's risks behind it. Paying renta komolong is just itself is a lot. Do you get what I'm saying? But they're smart people. They understand and they do it themselves. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They go and physically go into the shops, anke whatever and whatever, accompany the ingredients. Do you understand? But then with things like, they now have to, there's a lot of westernization that then comes behind now moving from kasi trying to work at a mall or opening a restaurant under whatever name. So then now you need to go through USDA gradings per meat, per thing that you're serving. Do you get what I'm saying? Now you're paying that. So I think those are the things that they're trying to avoid because they know it. I'm sure they're very aware of it. Now, what if now open a
Oh, so they're scared of risk.
Yes.
Okay.
There's nothing else. That's what I'm saying. It's a person themselves. But if you're willing to take, if you really wanted to, you would have. Trust me, they make money. If they wanted to, they would have. But if you feel like going out there, you're risking it rather than stay to what is comfortable. Do you get what I'm saying?
So we rather stay in places that are comfortable.
Yes, people are like that. They don't like instability. No one likes change. It's uncomfortable. But I like it because then that's when you know you're doing something right. You can't stay in the same thing.
So I rather, okay, now, Lerato. Now, I like examples.
Yeah.
They make sense. Yeah. Like when someone's like, I'm like, okay, let's get an example.
Yeah.
Sure. You have a quarter business. Actually, no. There's a quarter business now at gas. You see, I'm giving you this information for free. There's a quarter business now at gas. Let's say 10 B's on top. There's a quarter business gas, Oliver. Yeah, Oliver, 10 B's. It's been there since I was in high school.
Okay.
You know, almost a graduate now. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But it's been there since high school. Now, I'm like, I give you a year to turn it around. You don't know it. Just imagine a place called Kasi. You've been to Kasi. Now, I want you to turn. Now it's actually making, let's say, 50, 100 or 50. Let me give a nice range. 50 to 80 turnover per annum. Now I want you to move it to, let's say, 200,000 to 300,000 per annum.
Okay.
What will you change? What can you change?
Marketing. That's what you need to change.
Okay.
Target market. Do you understand? Like I said, people don't like change.
Okay.
You need to understand the psychology of guys. And I'm sorry, no offense, you would not bring Lokoa to come and fix my shop. They'll probably try to make it like, but don't do that. Don't take the gassiness out of it. Don't you dare. Do you understand? Because everyone westernizes everything. Like I said, now you have a certain target market. Who are you trying to bring then? In certain ways that you know, once you have a car wash situated there, then everyone just comes in, do you understand? What do you then add? Okay, now we're gonna add Harare, Rabatla Prime, Papa. Then you have an option ricotta, you have an option chipsy, or like the Russian and chipsy cup of fish. And then that's how you're gonna increase your revenue. Do you get what I'm saying? Don't change a lot. Do you get what I'm saying? Then you move in the vibe. You're just removing the vibe of Kokasi. Now you then target other people. You know, no offense then, but then Mapara Rato Chila di Kasi. Do you understand? Kawashing. So then now you can tell her, if I can bring certain people here through Kawash, Kawash, you understand? The Kawash is also making money. Now it's about prime because some of the people are about to say hectic, you understand? I'm not understand, but like maybe for understand we want this and this, and that's how you make revenue. Now you need to take the risk to add, take the risk to maybe make it bigger. Don't now change things in a, like I said, don't try to westernize it. If whatever you want your target market to go as far as this, everyone, why Ratakas? Do you understand? Everyone will move wherever they are. Like take instance Konka, like it's in the middle of like gas. But because they know they had a specific target market, they all tend to go there. Do you get what I'm saying? So by name as well. Networking, word of mouth goes around. So in
that bring back to also basically. Yes, it's a better place, but add other things to actually unite.
Yes, there's a specific word for it in business terms, man. I say conglomerate. I think what where you add other things, then but you don't change the whole thing. Yes, you just add things that you know. Maybe that's what people would like. Like I said, Kokas, you don't try to alter a lot of things. Don't do that.
Also, in that way, so she's saying, okay, add a kawashi.
Yes.
Add like things that will bring vibes.
Yes.
Right. Maybe even make a chill spot
where
people can actually chill. Like bring the basically luxury.
The luxury of it, yes. So understand. But Pakokasi and everyone else, we like to chill, man. Like as I'm out, like men will literally leave everyone else to just go and wash their car, even though it's not dirty, but just to chill as a merchant. Do you get what I'm saying? Sure. And in chilling, most of fundaments, also fund cold drink. Uzofuna ukudla ngithanda inyama senze ivorse senza nevorse edura end. Do you understand? Like inyama. Not to be go and find the best. And we ask good because inyama lapha imnandi. There's other people you'll find that they wouldn't even eat kohai just to go and eat at that place. Do you understand? Just to chill. Do you understand? And you're accommodating everyone. Kika kawashing ka mobile chileti. It's people who can do their walk in and out. There are people who can sit in there but chile. Like, it's just cool. You don't change a lot. Don't try to change the whole aesthetic and what it is. Yakasi. Don't do that. Don't do that. Here you can do it. You can change and say, oh, the lights are green now. And people be like, oh, yes, there's a target market. Target market, I think yes, we like this. It's about knowing how to market your thing.
So now I think I'm actually speaking for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
So we have shared a lot of gems. And there's things that I didn't even know with indirect pricing, indirect financing. It's actually things you can put in different perspectives, like sectors of a business. It doesn't have to have food and all that. And all of that is actually land with degree how. So if no Nalamoto and we like, actually I would also like to have that kind of information.
Okay.
What are the requirements or about
Okay, so personally, with every degree, you need to do your homework. You need to do your homework. I'm sorry. If you were to put a student with me right now doing this, she wouldn't say the same thing.
Okay,
Well, I understand that because then she has a certain vision. I mean, she wants to probably go and work at a cruise ship. She's gonna know that part. Like I told you, different sectors. She just wants to be a sous chef, and that's it. And I know this type of thing because, like I said, I wanted to be a hotelier to manage everything. But then the requirements to get in, literally, when I got in, I think it was mathematics. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like trying to create how much in high school.
Okay. So then, in my time, you needed physics. I'm very old. Like things changed. Like if I looked at the prospectus now, it looked a bit different. They removed physics and they just put in math and English. So at first it used to be math at my institute, math, physics, and English, and then they needed to be at a level 4, all of them except the English. The English, I think it had to be on level 5. So level 5 has to be. Yes, I think level 5 isn't it 60?
Okay,
50 is level 4, 60 is level 5. So it had to be there, and then the APS was 28.
Then so if they want to and they are serious, they can get in.
You can get in, but with universities, you can't just aim for the minimum. You won't get in. Just make sure that you know what you're doing and whatever.
No, thank you for sharing so much time.
It's my pleasure.
I learned a lot.
It's my pleasure. I think I changed a lot of people's perspective about hospitality now.
It's actually like maybe I should add Nyana. But because I'm also studying commerce, I didn't learn this one.
No, but despite that, everyone can do hospitality as long as you have a business mind and just understand the vibe about it, because it's all about utility and entertainment and the comfortability of people. You can just open whatever you want.
So if people want to engage with you via media, you're available.
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna read now. I don't
have private account.
Why would you have Instagram then private?
Yeah, no. The only social media you can get me on is obviously Instagram. Unless if you want my numbers. LinkedIn, I have a profile, but I don't think it's that nice for anyone to look at. So don't worry about that. Yeah, I will change. I'll work on
my profile. Mine is coming.
I know, and that's where the pressure is.
Please,
I will work on it.
Make it.
Try not to look at my LinkedIn right now.
Everyone, you should work on your LinkedIn. I think each and everyone.
Yes, you should.
What they used to say. An apple a day keeps a doctor
away.
LinkedIn, like 1 hour a day.
Yeah.
And you receive that kind of positivity and actually get to see people who are in your industry. And it also helped with networking. We don't go, there are people that you can reach or you can see. But on LinkedIn, you can actually see also the requirements, what they did, because each and everyone has actually their own story.
Yes.
Right? Yes. So everyone get LinkedIn.
Yeah, and be hands-on in your career. That's how you also network. And
but before getting LinkedIn, comment,
and subscribe. Where? On your YouTube channel.
Unsubscribe.
No, I said and subscribe.
Okay, subscribe. Thank you.
Sharp. That was fun. That was so much fun. Wait, should I stop now?